Hi, I'm Steve Kirsch, the CEO of Token, and I'm going to talk to you about payments and payment rails. You know, all the payment rails that we use today, the credit cards, checks, and ACH, those were all invented before the invention of the internet. And they're all insecure and very hard to use. And that's why the Federal Reserve has said that, hey, all banks are now going to have to go to a payment rail that supports faster and secure payments. And what Token does is that we provide that rail to banks so that they can have a solution to comply with regulatory requirements while at the same time earning hundreds of millions of dollars. Now today, ACH, as we know, is slow. In fact, I did an ACH transaction recently that took 11 days to move money from one account at Wells Fargo to another account at Wells Fargo. Now Token is fast. What we do is we use the same sort of protocol as a check would go, where you sign it, you deliver it to the receiver, they deposit it in their bank, and the check is cleared with my bank. But that happens at the speed of the internet. In fact, we're limited only by the speed of the internet in those transactions. Now, we're also very secure. What we've done is we're using what's called digital signatures. Now, those are like paper signatures, except they're a lot more secure. They can't be forged and they can't be tampered with. Now, every Token transaction has to have 3 different digital signatures on them in order for it to go through. So even if your Samsung phone, for example, is compromised, it doesn't matter. And in fact, we're immune if you're using Samsung phone, you can use our technology because we're immune to that attack. Now, Token is just a lot more than just having faster protocols and so forth. We actually have 8 different protocols and services that comprise the Token system. So there's on your phone, there's both a mobile app and there's also a web app. And then we have a variety of different cloud services for developers and so forth. And in the bank, we have things like real-time ledger. So it's identity, security, and the bank services like the real-time ledger and real-time settlement. Now, this is a great idea, but it's only interesting if it becomes real. And we were warned by venture capitalists that if you go to a bank, that you will never get a bank to sign up for this. And the first 5 banks, they said, yeah, it's a great idea, but we don't want to be the first ones to do this. But the 6th bank, they're an innovative bank in Silicon Valley, in the heart of Silicon Valley. It's a multi-billion-dollar bank. And they said, we're kind of bored doing the same old stuff over and over again. And this really sounds cool and interesting. And after 5 hours of deep dive with their entire executive team, we had a deal. Now that was game-changing for us. And then that led to us being able to instantly sign up the local water utility, and we closed that deal very quickly. So it'll be rolled out in a couple of months to all of their customers. So how do we compare? Is this, where's this going to fit in? Well, we think, here's Karen Webster. She's a noted expert, worldwide expert in payments. And she's looked at our system and said, hey, this technology is going to be bigger than Bitcoin. And in fact, I think that's an understatement. I think it'll be way, way bigger than Bitcoin. Now, our go-to-market, low-hanging fruit. Our go-to-market strategy is to go after the low-hanging fruit. And for us, that meant bill pay. Now, bill pay is a pain for everybody in this room to do, and we're making it really easy. And so we went to a bunch of billers. I spent 30 days cold calling billers, and I got a sales pipeline that's well over $15 billion. In fact, one of the companies, FreshBooks, does about $20 billion in bill pay, and it's all via credit cards at 3%. We offer them 1%, and we give virtually all of that to our banking partners. So with this one deal, a bank can earn $150 million, and that's pretty significant. Now, How do we get the customers? Well, we get the customers because when the billers send out their bill, they add a little button to their bill that says pay with token, or they put a QR code in on their paper bill, and you can just scan it or press the button, and in 1 second you paid the bill. Now let's talk about competition. You know, when we go into banks, the only competition we really have is Ripple, because Bitcoin, you know, nobody can touch. And we really, because we were designed specifically for banks, and Bitcoin and Ripple was designed to actually circumvent the financial system, that in every single metric that's important to banks, we rip them apart. Now, the other thing is that we install in any bank in the US in minutes, because we don't have to integrate into the core banking system. The people that we have involved have experience in both payments, identity, security, and so forth. They've worked at top firms. Our CTO, Yobi Benjamin, standing over there, he used to be the global CTO for Citigroup, where he ran quadrillions, over $1 quadrillion per year. So there are few people in the world that have the payments experience that Yobi has. So in summary, what we're doing is we're moving the world from this old style way of doing things to this new modern paradigm. We're looking for banks that are interested in taking the next step, because this is coming and it's just a question of when. We think we're the best solution out there. Thank you.